Good morning. This week's devotion is the Holy Wow. When we go to a movie that has great special effects, we often come out of it saying, wow. And we go on about how beautiful it was, how impressive the special effects were, how great the makeup and costuming was, and how realistic it looked. We might talk about it all the way home. If we do that about a man made movie, why don't we do that more for God's creation? We spend plenty of time asking God for help or even asking God for forgiveness. And I often do state my prayer with, or start my prayer with awesome God or amazing God. But how often do we go on and on about God's creation? Now, we might say, wow, what a beautiful sunset or rainbow or flower. We may take pictures of it and post it on Facebook or Instagram. But how often do we say, God, that was amazing? And spend the whole way home in praise. Because we should. The universe that God created with all of its diversity and beauty is just plain awesome. It's beyond our comprehension. God put us here to enjoy it and to take care of it. How often do we tell God, wow, gravity is awesome. I'm not floating around. How did you come up with that? Or look at the stars and the planets out there. How much precision did it take to create one that would sustain such abundant life? God, you are so amazing. The psalmists remembered to do that. They would go on and on and on about how amazing God is and how incredible it is that God cares for us. Listen to the portions of Psalm 104 that were set in our lectionary for this week. Bless the Lord, O my soul. O Lord my God, you are very great. You are clothed with honor and majesty, wrapped in light as with a garment. You stretched out the heavens like a tent. You set the beams of your chambers on the water. You make the clouds your chariot. You ride on the wings of the wind. You make the wind your messengers, fire and flame your ministers. You set the earth on its foundations so that it shall never be shaken. You cover it with the deep as a garment. The waters stood above the mountains. At your rebuke they flee. At the sound of your thunder they take to flight. They rose up to the mountains and ran down to the valleys, to the place that you appointed for them. You set a boundary that they may not pass, so that they might not again cover the earth. O Lord, how manifold are your works! In wisdom you have made them all. The earth is full of your creatures. Bless the Lord, O my soul. Praise the Lord. Now, the psalm even goes on way more than that because we skipped verses 10 through 13 and or 10 through 23 and 25 through the first half of 35. We should take a lesson from the Psalms and emote and exude and go on and on about how wonderful our God is. Let's try not to take God's amazingness, this world and this life and this universe for granted. Have a blessed week.